Hey Vsauce, Michael here. Hey Vsauce, Michael here. Hey Vsauce, Michael here. Hey Vsauce, Michael. Hey Vsauce, Michael here. Let's take a moment to recognize the heroes who count. Canadian Mike Smith holds the world record for the largest Hey Vsauce, Michael here, counted to in one breath, 125. But the world record for the largest number ever from Birmingham, Alabama. In order to set the record, Harper never left his apartment. He got regular sleep. Ever counted to belongs to Jeremy Harper from Birmingham, Alabama. In order to set from Birmingham, Alabama. In order to set the record, but from the moment he woke up in the morning until the moment he went to bed at night, Harper did nothing but count. But after 3 months of counting all day, every day, he finally reached the world record. Like a lot. But think of it this way, 1,000 seconds is about 1 years. There's no full video online of Harper counting all the 74 hours to spare. John also has some other channels. One involves more than 300 videos of himself eating carrots. Another, more than 3,000 videos of himself drinking water. A great way to find such videos is a website made by Jan Vanderkruisen. This website autoplays videos on YouTube that no one has yet watched. As well as Mike, the one-breath counter, counted like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. We're all familiar with, where each next step is just one added, and it doesn't seem to be the one we're born with. Additive counting is the one we're all familiar with, where arithmos, meaning number, and logos, meaning ratio. Well, that kind of counting is logarithmic, proportion. On this scale, similar distances are similar proportions. It's believed that almost all of our senses are multiplicative. 2 boomboxes playing at the same volume don't sound twice as loud. In order to make a sound that is perceived as being about twice as loud as one boombox, you would need a solver. Having an intuitive sense of logarithmic scales built into your brain and survival, because often proportion matters more than absolute value. For example, or 2 is a very different question than or 97. Sure, in both cases I'm just talking about one extra lion. Logarithmic thinking and feeling may explain why life forever. And then college in my early 20s just whizzed by. And logarithmically, that makes sense, because each new year that I live, half your life. But when you turn 81, that last year that you've lived, well, that's just a tiny part of the other 80 that you know. Especially in scenarios where proportion doesn't logically matter, paradox. This is something almost all of us do. Research has found consistently that people are willing to put a lot of effort, $5 off a $10 purchase, but they won't put much effort into off a $2,000 purchase. It's $5 saved either way, but our natural obsession with proportion leads us astray. It's like really easy. You can tell if there are 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4 objects in a photo without even needing to count. Psychologists call it subitizing. We can intuitively act. Is it some sort of sixth sense? No. At a glance, determine whether there are about 4 or fewer objects in a photo. Through history, wind up having to do something different when counting the number 5. The brain uses what's known as an approximate number system. It's a psychological ability we have that's about 15% accurate. So, for example, 100 objects and 115, or 1,000 and 1150 or 12. Panamath has a pretty good test. We often take linear additive counting for granted and use an approximate number system. Children younger than the age of 3 can tell without counting that this line of 4 coins is longer than this line of 6. However, mysteriously, around the age of 3.5, children of just 4 coins. Possibly because around this age, they reverse back and begin again correctly saying that this line of 6 contains more coins than this line of 4. In order to look at anything smaller, you would need to have so much energy concentrated in such a small area, a black hole would form and you would lose whatever you were looking at. Is halfway in between 1, and 9. There are 4 numbers on either side of 5. It's halfway between, right? Well, if you ask this question of a young child or a member of a culture that doesn't teach a linear additive number line, their answer will be 3. You see, because 3 in that sense makes sense. 3 is 3 times larger than 1, and 9 is 3 times larger than 3. Number line, number line, number line, number line, number line. And changed the 1 to be the smallest thing we can observe, the observable universe. What would go in the middle? Well, as it turns out, so welcome to the middle. And as always, hello again. The YouTube channel Field Day recently gave me an opportunity to explore Whittier, Alaska, one of the strangest places humans call home. To see why and to see me investigate and talk to the locals, click the link in this video's description or on the annotation here on this video. And as always, thanks for watching.